Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 6. To throw is Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Randy Gregory. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. And Davis with it left side. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And this will be incomplete.
The Broncos at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. And now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. And they'll get this down to the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos have got it back to within a score.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Here's Wilson to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16.
A nice return that time. Gets 12 yards back.
And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll try and run. This is Williams. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll run it with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Play action. It's Wilson.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And they've got to be sick over that opening kickoff. They get the ball, hoping to go down and score, and just like that, they cough it up, the other team scores.
So much for the best laid plans. The offense spent all their time in the locker room at halftime, plotting, getting the ball back, taking it downfield, and putting 6 points on the board. I just wonder, do they have a 12-point drive in them now? What a way to start the half.
All changed in the blink of an eye. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll go option to the short side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Wilson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right.
Williams.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Gordon. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Here's the sneak with Wilson. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. On 1st down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Paul on a give up the middle. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff for Hall. Oh, look at the juke. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. They go play action now. Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Baron Browning came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, and bringing it in, it's Davis. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Wilson. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did. From the 38, Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Here's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And incomplete on the deep ball. Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson.
Got a man, it's Mims. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
They'll give to Hall.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare. Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
4th quarter,
down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Right back to Judy, and it's complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon with career touchdown number 70. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Throwing now is Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Here's Wilson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out. Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. This from long, very long range.
And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. He's past the 30. Past midfield, look out.
There he goes, right side.
And he will score. Do you believe it? A field goal return the length of the field, and they have taken the lead.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches